So I now want to move on to talking about the San Francisco 49ers, a team that recently, several weeks ago, traded up to the number 3 overall pick. And in my opinion, this is a move San Francisco is making to obviously go up and select a quarterback. And it's been reported that they actually already have come to terms as to which quarterback they are going to draft. So the organization's all in on one guy, and they've traded up from the number 12 spot to the number 3 spot to go select their guy to potentially get them over the hump and to win a Super Bowl. And I like this move for the San Francisco 49ers because, you know, there's a trend in the NFL and really in sports that the aggressive teams are winning. The Kansas City Chiefs, they trade up for Patrick Mahomes. They don't regret it for 1 second. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they signed Tom Brady. They went all in on Tom Brady. They won a Super Bowl immediately. The New Orleans Saints, they went all in on Drew Brees the past couple of years. They've been a Super Bowl contender every single year. The Buffalo Bills, they've taken big swings and they've made aggressive moves to go and help Josh Allen. It's paid off. That Stephon Diggs trade definitely paid off this past year. No doubt about it. Might have been the trade of the year. Okay, Baltimore, they traded back into the first round to select Lamar Jackson. They don't regret that. The Brooklyn Nets, the Los Angeles Lakers, the Dodgers, the Warriors, these franchises are making moves and competing for and winning titles immediately. Teams like Green Bay, you know, the Celtics, the Cincinnati Reds, not so much. They're not getting over the hump because they're just not aggressive enough, you know? And the thing about Jimmy Garoppolo is this. Look, I do think Jimmy Garoppolo gives you a chance to win football games if he's on your roster, if you put a good team and a good coaching staff around him, okay? But I don't consider Jimmy Garoppolo to be one of the 15 to 20 most talented quarterbacks in the NFL. And I think the 49ers realize that they're good right now, but they have a chance to become great if they move on from Jimmy Garoppolo and upgrade at quarterback. And who cares about draft picks, people? Listen, a lot of those draft picks that they're going to be selecting, a lot of those guys aren't going to start for the 49ers initially because this roster is loaded. Imagine if the 49ers drafted Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts is awesome, but guess what? He'd be the second tight end on their depth chart behind George Kittle. That is how talented the San Francisco 49ers roster is. Kyle Pitts, a guy that's an elite prospect that people are saying might be the greatest tight end prospect of all time. He's going to be entering this NFL draft. And if San Francisco were to draft him, he would not be the day one starter at tight end. Sure, he'd get playing time, but he's not playing over George Kittle. George Kittle's amazing. Okay? And I believe the San Francisco 49ers should do, and I believe they are doing, exactly what the Kansas City Chiefs did. A couple of years ago, when the Chiefs moved on from Alex Smith, the Chiefs realized they were a good team with Alex Smith, but not quite good enough to win a Super Bowl. If San Francisco can get their hands on a guy like Justin Fields, Trey Lance, maybe Zach Wilson if he falls to you. I'm not the biggest Zach Wilson fan, but we'll see. If they can get their hands on a star quarterback like Justin Fields or Trey Lance, and they can develop that guy properly, and if that guy stays healthy, the sky is the absolute limit for this 49ers team. The San Francisco 49ers, whether they want to admit it or not, there is a ceiling with Jimmy Garoppolo as their quarterback. It just is. That's the reality. Okay? So that's how I feel about the 49ers. I love the move for them trading up to number 3 overall. You got to be aggressive in this league, and the 49ers are an aggressive team, and they potentially could be rewarded with it, rewarded potentially with a Super Bowl ring if things work out. Thank you so much for watching this video today. Please also note that the Juice Alert Sports Podcast is not just a YouTube channel. It is available on all podcasting platforms, including Spotify, Google Podcasts, iTunes, and Apple Podcasts. Also, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this content with all your friends. This podcast is my favorite thing in the entire world right now. It is my passion. And I want more people to listen to this podcast. I really want this podcast to grow. Also, a fun fact about me is that I want to go into the sports broadcasting and media world once I graduate from the University of Toledo, a college in Northern Ohio. I am looking to become one of the next great sports broadcasters and analysts out in the world. and I potentially would like to start my own network if this podcast really truly grows. Or if I fall short of that goal, I would love to work for a big-time network like ESPN or Fox Sports 1. I am open to all networks. So if you believe in my dreams and you see or hear my passion through the screen, be sure to tell all your friends about the Juice Alert Sports Podcast. Stay motivated, you guys. Have a God bless day, and I'm out.